the Lord. In other words, Moses, I am in charge of everything that goes on. He says, now go. Stop giving me excuses. Go. I will help you speak and will teach you what to say. How many times have we gone and the pastor says, we need to go reach people for Jesus? Amen? That's what we're about as a church, to love God and to love other people and reach and share the gospel of Christ. And we hear, but I don't know what to say. God will give you what to say. God will teach you what to say. Study what Jesus says. And if that becomes an issue, come see me and say, Pastor, teach me what to say. Partner up with somebody who's great at sharing their faith. Stop doubting and trust God. Notice God's patience, because here comes Moses again. God just gets done telling him, I will teach you. I will help you speak and teach you what to say. Don't worry about it, Moses. And then Moses says, excuse me, God, I got one more here. Can you just save us the time here and just send someone else? Wouldn't that be easier? Isn't that what we say? We'll just let brother so-and-so go out and share his faith. Or we'll just let sister so-and-so go out and share his faith. Or we'll just let the pastor go out and share his faith. And he'll bring people into the church. Send someone else, God. I can't do the things that you've called me to do. And see, this is why I love this conversation. Because we get down on Moses, but the truth is, we are the same way. Now, there's two things that I want to point out that are worthy of consideration in this exchange. First is the doubt of Moses. Moses doubts the people will believe him. How many times we've gone to share our faith, it's like, I don't think they're going to come to the Lord, so why even bother? This person is the biggest heathen I've ever seen in my life, and there's no way this person is going to be saved, so I'm not even going to bother. They're not going to believe me. And not only does he doubt the people, but now he doubts his own ability to perform the task. And finally, he succumbs to, listen, church, to fear, and he doesn't want to go. Fear begins to set in. He starts to convince himself that those people won't believe. He starts to convince himself that he can't do it, and then fear starts to set in, and now he doesn't want to go. Church, we do the same thing. Fear begins to set into our lives, and we don't go when God has called us to go. God gave Moses signs, miracles, amazing evidence of his power. And church, remember, think about how God gave you the same thing. I share with you that I come from a construction background. And even though God didn't turn my framing hammer into a snake, that would be nice if he turned it into a steak. But he didn't turn my framing hammer into a snake, but he allowed me, along with Brother Earl Staley, to renovate this building. It's what God did. I'm thinking about this here the other day because I'm excited about it, finally. He didn't turn that hammer into a snake, but he sure did turn that hammer to soon to be 2 degrees. I graduate May 5th. 2023 with a master's degree. And I can't wait. 8 weeks left. And I'm finished. And church, there was all kinds of excuses. There was all kinds of doubts that I had that God was not going to use me. But we have to trust in him. And God was patient with me, and he's going to be patient with you. Stop making excuses. Because listen, church, if you want to get anything out of this message, out of the 4 points that I have, get this. God will not take no for an answer. So might as well wave the white flag now and give in to his will. He is so patient with us. But church, I want to make sure that we don't test his patience. Psalm 86:15 says, "But you, O Lord, are a God merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness." Not only is God patient with us, but we should also be patient with each other. Church, if God has patience, we should have patience with each other. We should have patience with me. We're family. Not everybody's going to be at the level that you may be, but it takes time. It takes effort. It takes discipleship. And it takes great